The other two areas has to do with host community and the fiscal. We're going to do debates for those as well before in the next couple of weeks, because we gave an undertaking to a lot of people who had reservations on the governance bill. That once we pass the governance bill, are we just not going to abandon community issues? And we said no. So we're going to debate that, take that. That will pass second reading to the next 2 weeks. We're working with the House, and I'm confident that the House too will pass the version, maybe similar. We will sit down, we will have conference, and we will harmonize a version. We've done that. We've been working very well in the House on many issues. I don't think this will be any different. I think we all think about people who are so pessimistic, and I don't say it. Cynicism is because of what has been in the past. What I keep on telling Nigerians is that this 8th National Assembly will be different. All the things that we always think was not possible, we will make possible.
We had about 5 different bills on the different aspects of the petroleum industry bill. And yesterday, we consolidated them into about 2 basic ones. And you know that the Senate too handled an aspect of it. And it came to the House for concurrence. And today, we consolidated that again. So we have about 3 different areas of the petroleum industry bill. The one is dealing with the governance and institutional framework for the petroleum industry. One is for the framework relating to the petroleum producing host communities. That is it's a bill of its own, having been consolidated yesterday. And then you have a bill and memorandum on legal and regulatory framework, institutions and regulatory authorities of the Nigerian petroleum industry. So basically what we have now are 3 bills that will be coming up for second reading.
Welcome back. You are watching The Core, and we are discussing the Petroleum Industry Bill. Now, if you are watching us at home and you want to get involved, you can use our social media handles at Kadria Ahmed and at Channels TV, and the hashtag is #NGTheCore. If you send your views, we will try and take them on this program. Now, before the break, we started talking about some of the problems with having just one person, but it's more than that, because there are areas of contention right across the bill. And what I'd like to do actually is to try and see if I can engage with members of the audience who are here. And so here it is: if you have a comment or you have a question and you want to engage in the conversation, a mic will come to you. You please tell us who you are, the organization you represent, and you make your comment. I'd like to get you involved straight away if that is possible, starting maybe with the gentleman in the black tie.
My name is Waziri Adio. I'm the Executive Secretary of NATI. Thank you very much.
NATI is? NATI
is the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative.
Thank you, sir.
I want to start by congratulating the Senate for exercising leadership on this. We also want to congratulate the House in advance for picking up speed on this. But we need to understand that the world is not waiting for us. There's a lot at stake. And in as much as we always talk about this has been in the National Assembly for 9 years, the process has actually been on for the past 17 years. It started in 2000. And we need to realize that Nigeria is not the only oil-producing jurisdiction. There are all kinds of places there, and there's a lot that has been lost. NATI did a policy brief in October last year, asking for this to be treated, more urgently. So we're happy that, something is going on now, but it still seems that we haven't learned from the past. Listening to the representatives of the 2 chambers of the National Assembly and the representative of the ministry, you could see that we're still not working in concert.
What in your view is the problem? Is it a question of politics, or is it really because, like some people like to say, this is a very technical matter and the issues are complex and complicated?
It is all of that, and is also none of that. Politics is the art of the possible, and with good politics, there's nothing that we cannot solve. So what we need to do is to realize that we have been unfair to ourselves as a country. A lot has been lost. And so we need to get our acts together. We need better coordination. We need all the parties talking together. And even if you want to pass it as one bill or as separate bills, let's agree and let's come up with a roadmap. Let there be clear coordination, clear communication to make sure that we don't spend,
Okay, I'd like us to take a little bit of time to discuss the contentious issues in the bill, which made it impossible for passage during the last assembly. The fact that there's a 10% host community fund that a lot of people rejected, the fact that there's a stoppage of payments to host communities where vandalism occurs, the issue of obviously the minister, which we've talked about, not being part of the regulatory body, and if possible I'd like someone else at this point to sort of comment on that. But if we didn't address those issues, then how can we deal with these contentious issues, because it seems nothing has changed?
There will always be conflicts, there will always be interests, and like I said, politics is the art of the possible. If we want to make this happen, we can make it happen.
Okay, yes sir.
Okay, my name is Austin Olorunsola, and I'm the chairman of the technical committee of the PIB itself. Let me just
the PIB or the PIGB?
Or the PIGB.
Excellent. Okay.
Let me say up front that there's no law that is 100% complete. Yeah, and that's why laws are created, and after a period of time, it goes through some amendment again. We keep on plowing in things and renewing and revamping. We have come a long way, and I think we have achieved something at this point in time. I think we should ride the moment. We should ride on this momentum. And like the last speaker has said, let's just break this jinx at this point in time and move forward. You are very correct. There's quite a lot of some core issues that have been bedeviling the bill since 2008, since the first one came onto the table. The subsequent bills will quite address most of those ones. So what are they? So there were quite big issues around fiscals. This whole bill, single bill on its own, going to address all that. And as a matter of fact, the team has started work on that. There are issues around the host community. Because of that, we said we're not even going to put that or wrap all that into or tuck it into any other team, any other bill itself. It is so important that we're actually separating it out on its own and actually making it a bill on its own.